Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to your dandy land of the Lustrous. Tonight we are doing not actual reaction, we're doing a tier list. So, we're gonna do two tier lists. We're gonna do first a best character tier list, which is just like how much this character added to the story, how much this character added to my emotional investment, like etc. etc. And then we're also gonna do some sort of best waifu one because we're degenerates. Also, on top of that, we'll get started with that in a second. I have a playlist of Land of the Lustrous music that I'm gonna be listening to while doing this. I'll have like a little blippy blip that shows whatever song I'm listening to, like the name of it or whatever. And I'll link the playlist in the description. I'm not actually gonna play the music because A, copyright, and B, in case you want to play your own music and you can figure that out, then play whatever you want. Bam! That's the plan. So yeah, let me first get this started. So I think the first song is the OP song, which I don't know if I've ever heard the full version of, so this is actually going to be kind of pogged. But I'll try not to focus on that because we got to focus on the tier list. So I'm going to get that started in 3, 2, 1. Bang! And that's just the playlist, right? And then let me get all my stuff zoomed in. And boom. Okay. So first let me do a little bit of a scramble. Because we got to have like... We can't rank the, we gotta have it nice and balanced. Let's put Phos near the end. Some of the, like, Amethyst Twins Diamond kind of in there. Yeah, okay, good. So, starting off with Silverhair, who even knows? Let me get my notes out. The issue is there's so many of these gyms that I just don't remember their names, or they're, like, super background. So it's gonna be kind of hard to rank them. That's kind of why I have this last tier. Silverhair, I think sadly, you've made it into the last tier. Okay, got my notes up. So yeah, Silverhair, yeah, I don't even remember you. Pink, I remember this character. This character, what's your name? Pink Morga. I think you're Morga. Morga was in the beginning a decent amount. But, like, again, one of those characters that just kind of... I mean, she do be patrolling, so I guess shout out to that, but... Yeah, I don't even know who you are. This is the Obsidian Girl. Like... You're cool, I guess. You're cooler than Morga because at least you make swords, and that's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't think you can make it into good. I suppose we'll see. I don't know who you are. Off-brand Jade, I guess. I don't know. Now we're talking. This is Red Barrel. I actually liked Red Barrel as like one of the really tiny side characters quite a bit. Because she had the funny gimmick with the clothes, right? And just the idea of somebody that's been designing the same clothes for like 700 years is kind of exceptional. Okay, now we're talking with a real character. Where am I going to put Rutile? Rutile beats Red Barrel for sure. It's kind of a question of a great addition or good, I suppose. I think I'm gonna start with good, I suppose. The kind of reasoning, I feel like I liked Rutile enough most of the time. Not like anything crazy or whatever. She kind of did the whole mad scientist gimmick, but as soon as homegirl Padpara showed up, like that completely like deepened Rutile's character like 3 notches. Where a lot of this kind of like mad scientist stuff and all of her like practice comes from her obsessively trying to wake Padpara back up. And that's of course just like a really like kind of unexpected, sad undertone to her character. And then in contrasting that with Padpara, who's just kind of being chilling, wakes up as like, how long was I out? Oh, 7, or what was it? I think 400 years-ish. Or wait, no, how old's... No, Phos just hit 300, so I think it was like 270 or something, or 240 or something. Point being, though, that dynamic really helped, I think, flesh out Rutile's character, which I appreciated. Cinnabar. Cinnabar beats Rutile. Though it's kind of hard to say. My problem with Cinnabar, I feel like Cinnabar got hoed, right? Where we started the show, and I was expecting Phos Cinnabar to be like, that's the action. I think she can make it into a great addition. But then we didn't really get that because Phos had to go down an arc of just suffering. Poor Phos. And ended up forgetting about a lot of the Cinnabar stuff until the end. And so we've kind of like come full circle, but it's like, it's crazy. It's like we've taken like 1 step forward, but 5 steps back kind of deal. Kind of, except Phos is now a lot less naive, so I guess you could say that's like 5 steps forward, but It really kind of feels like we're back to the starting line of Cinnabar, or like we just barely accomplished the job of, oh, let's get Cinnabar a role. But the role that's been given to Cinnabar is not a fun role as she desired, and as I think Foss promised when she said better. But no, it's a role of, the not quite anti-sensei movement, but the truth movement. The truthers, is that what they want to call them? Who are you? Amber? I don't know you. Have fun in Knuckle Eye. Who even are you tier? Okay. This is Ventry. I think, and then this is Aquilitus. So yeah, Ventry. Ventry's kind of hard to rank as well. Oh, the ED's playing now. I like that. My thing with Ventry, I really liked Ventry when Ventry was a slug. Puppy slug Ventry was really funny, bouncing off of Foss. And then Ventry like becomes a person. I thought that was a little odd. And by a person I mean like reveals to be a member of the Admirabilis or whatever. And that was a little odd to me. But I was like, okay, I was jamming with it, and then it got really crazy with the whole betrayal thing, and I liked that. That was a lot of like unexpected but pretty solid drama. I'm kind of, dude, this ED music is so good. Now I'm feeling it. Okay, now I'm feeling it. There's the land of the Lustrous Spirit. I kind of am looking forward to a Foss Ventry reunion, especially with how much Foss has changed. Especially with how much Foss has changed, especially considering that Ventry isn't one of these immortal gems, right? So seeing that change within Foss will probably, like, that's like a new angle for one of the characters to speak from, because, they don't live for ever like the gems do. So for those reasons, I think I'm even going to put her above Cinnabar in terms of how much she added to the story, because I do feel like Cinnabar got shafted too hard to really add. Because all that mid drama, and by mid I mean like in the middle of the story, not mid as in mediocre. No, all that drama in the middle with where Foss like loses her legs, that was really good. I really appreciated that. I almost wish it went worse than it did, because it felt like it was really heating up. That's the crazy thing with the show. They like things can go so bad, because if you get taken to the moon, you're donezo, right? So every time the Lunarians show up, it's always that question of like, how bad is it gonna get? And of course for Foss, it's gotten like really bad, like one or two times, or just one time. Well, a couple of times, right? With her arms and her legs being gone. The arms weren't the Lunarians, of course, but the legs were part of that. So like her legs being gone, that's really bad. And then of course Aunt Art getting hoed was really unfortunate. But like the time with the Amethyst, right? I'm watching the Amethyst get chewed up by the Munchers, and I'm freaking out. But at the end of the day, we're completely fine. Like, no harm, no foul. Other than Foss's mental health. But that's just a given with this show. So, I don't know. I almost wish the Ventry situation went worse than it did just for that. But I did still really enjoy it, and I appreciated it. Hopefully my phone's not going to die. It's at 6%. All right, bet. Continuing. This lady. You're cute. I don't recognize you, but you're cute. You got like a purple gem on top of your dome. Cool. Have fun in the bottom tier. Okay, this is I only have EUC in my notes. It's like Euclid or something. Uke. What's up, Uke? I think Uke's below even Morga, just for the reason of I only know of Uke in my brain because Uke has a unique character design. Otherwise, I like... Right? So, have fun right there, I guess. Okay, Aquilitus. Aquilitus, I love your name, by the way. Now it's getting hard. Now that we got people on the board, now it's getting hard. Oh, we are drinking a Dr. Pepper, by the way. Let me say that. Cheers. Cheers. I'm also wearing the Dr. Pepper shirt. We're just on brand. Okay, let me think. Let me think about Aquilitus. The thing with Aquilitus was kind of a hoe. And I mean that in the way of, like, the conversation with Ventry. Like, Aquilitus was not grateful to Foss at all, And it's not like they really had much of a reason to be, but, like, I was really happy with Ventry, how Ventry was, like, willing to let Foss go instead of keep hoeing Foss, because Foss was pretty much given up, right? Foss really was just accepting of this circumstance. Because, man, it's even similar to the Cinnabar thing a little bit. My reason being, when Foss was, loses her legs and she's just kind of laying there, like on the ocean floor or whatever, and they're talking about what to do. Or no, it was still on the Lunarian platform, I think. I think it was above the water. But, Aquilitus and Ventry are talking. Crazy music is ED2 playing. Ventry was the one that was like, yo, like, I appreciate what you've done. We'll give you new legs. I'll take you home. And then drops Fosso out to Cinnabar, right? Like, that was really good from Ventry, and I really liked that. It shows that, like, it was like a redemptive action, because Ventry had hoed Foss so hard, but Ventry didn't want to do it, right? Like, it was truly just out of dedication to family. Which, that is interesting as well, right? That, like, because, like, Ventry, of course, is part of one of the other races, and so that race inherited, like, those familial bonds and, like, love for family. But, like, that also is kind of going on with the gyms, too. Like, I'm thinking Bortz and Diamond, but... I don't know. I'm going to put Foss in last place. Let's keep shuffling a little bit. Okay. Aquilitus. I think Aquilitus can definitely beats... Well, okay, let's start down here. Beat. You definitely make it at least here. Versus Red Barrel. That's even already hard for me. Because we really didn't get much screen time with Aquilitus. Aquilitus kind of showed up, strutted around, spat some bars, and then was gone, right? Red Barrel, at least, has, like, one of my favorite bits in the show. I don't think Aquilitus can beat Rutile. I think that would be too far. So I think Red Barrel is the question for us. Because Rutile's got, like, I really like the development they've done with Rutile. I'm going to add a quite here. Quite good, I suppose. I think we'll leave it here for a second. Because my favorite thing about Aquilitus is Aquilitus' name, right? So that kind of says something. And Art, my boy. You definitely beat Cinnabar. I'm just gonna say that. I think you're the highest dog in the county right now. Ooh. I mean, surely, right? Because those one-on-one talks with Foss are really good. Like, in terms of, like, a unique gym, definitely, like, one of the most unique gyms, which I really appreciated. Like, with the whole hardness level scaling with the winter, with the cold, that's really sick. Was a really interesting introduction to kind of part of the year process with the whole winter thing, like the Guardian of the Winter. Foss inherits that role. The whole trauma where now Anart is like in Foss's brain. Like Foss is like hallucinating or like nightmaring them. I think it's microsleep nightmares more than anything else. Because Foss isn't sleeping anymore, so like slipping into those I think would make sense. My poor insomniac Foss. I freaking love Foss. Yeah. So I've really liked Anart. And that shot, bro. The shot, I saw the manga panel and I saw the anime panel. It especially hits good in the anime, right? Where with the eyeball. That's like one of the best shots of the entire season. Like easily, right? And that's purely because of just, it's so good. Okay. So yeah, Anart I think definitely is the winner right now. Yellow Diamond. Yellow Diamond's actually interesting. Yellow Diamond kind of came out of nowhere and then got some character development. The whole like apathy, the partner always dying. That I think was it Zircon and Yellow Diamond that were partnered up, and that was kind of part of the whole Zircon to Bortz thing. I think that was the case. So I did like those, but other than that, like I appreciate there seems to be some stuff going on in Yellow Diamond's head, that like, it kind of reminds me of like the Bortz and the Diamond stuff where they have that like layer of like mental problems or like insecurities or issues that they're working through. So I appreciate that Yellow Diamond has that, right? Like contrast that to like Red Barrel, who is just in one ear out the other unless the word fashion is in there. Or like Morga or like Obsidian Girl. Like we don't actually get in their heads at all and know any of those traumas. So for like Yellow Diamond to exhibit that already puts her like at least here. At least in quite good. Whew. Aqua versus Aquilitus. Or I mean not Aqua. I love it when names from other shows leak into different shows. It's just okay. Yellow Diamond versus Aquilitus. I think Yellow Diamond can take the win. Aquilitus didn't really speak to me. I feel like I never got to know Aquilitus enough. I really liked Venturi, but Aquilitus not as much. The question then is Yellow Diamond versus Beryl. I think I like Red Beryl more, but I think Yellow Diamond is doing more legwork in the themes of the story, so I'm gonna give it to Yellow Diamond. Just because I really appreciate the themes that the story's going for. Because, yeah, thematically this show goes hard. Okay, continuing. Jade. Jade low-key might be the top dog of this category. I'm just thinking. The thing with Jade's kind of like a Red Beryl situation where Jade doesn't... I'm trying to think. I feel like Jade isn't like got that like naive, bubbly energy that Red Beryl has, but Jade we haven't seen like that layer deeper of like trauma or insecurity or like mental issues or like relationship issues that we're seeing in like Yellow Diamond, for example. But I've really liked Jade as like a supporting character. I've really liked some of Jade's interactions with Foss. Jade like trying to wake up Sensei has been a funny reoccurring bit. I feel like Jade is maybe the best character that doesn't go into those themes as much at this point in the story, right? Because like I'm thinking like Zircon, right, goes into those themes. I'm thinking Alexandrite, right? Yeah, Alexandrite goes into those themes. Bort's Diamond goes into that. Foss obviously is carrying those themes on her back and breaking apart for it. And I feel like Jade's not really doing that as much. However, I think she's still way up high. It is kind of a question of like Rutao versus her. I think I'm going to put her right below Rutao just out of respect to the Rutao-Padpara relationship. And we didn't get that much of the Rutao-Padpara either because Padpara fell right back asleep. But just knowing that that's what Rutao's been doing, I really liked. You know what? You know what the thing is? I think Jade has some of those crazy things going on. I feel like Jade knows more and is more like her acquaintance with Sensei hasn't like got her more knowledgeable than we're led to believe. Just a little bit. That she's like understanding of a couple of those themes. Man, I just got flashbacks to when Sensei was talking to Foss about her memories after like she got her legs chopped off and she like mentioned humans and he freaked out. Sensei. Talk to me, Sensei. I feel like I'm hoeing Jade a little bit, but I'm gonna leave it there for now. Blue girl. Do I know who you are? I don't think I... Blue hair shy. Benito, I wrote your name down. That gets you in the bottom tier. Good job. Or the second to bottom tier. Good job. Blue hair shy. Surely that's her. Amethyst twins. Probably right below Red Beryl. I'm comfortable with that. Amethyst twins were fun. Watching them get munched was terrifying. Them clanging their heads together and like all the gyms freaking out about that has been a reoccurring thing that I've liked. The whole thing about the angles, right? How there are different angles, like forms like a heart or like some sort of bond. I really liked that. Somebody mentioned that in the comments. Again, the show, the anime for the geologist, right? The geologist. I'm just trying to decide Red Beryl versus Amethyst. I mean, Amethyst actually had plot relevance, so maybe I'll do that. What about Yellow Diamond, though? I feel like Yellow Diamond's, like, themes haven't really, like, popped off yet. Like, it's just more of, like, an apathy. Which relates to Foss, interestingly, because Foss, like, I feel like has... Like, obviously her temperament has shut down a lot. And, like, in an apathetic-esque way, it's kind of similar to an apathy, how it's, like, so reduced. After all the pain and suffering, right? So I like that, and I like that mirror. The music's going hard. Amethysts. You definitely beat Red Beryl. I'm gonna let you beat Red Beryl just because you had so much plot significance. I think I'm gonna let you beat Yellow Diamond too. But it's really close. This middle chunk here is really close. I'm gonna not let you beat Jade though. I really like Jade. Zircon came out of nowhere and was really interesting to me, right? The second youngest, right after Foss. Foss suddenly becoming the big dog on campus. I'm using a lot of dog metaphors today. That's kind of fun. So that and the way that Zircon was like, maybe I should lose my arms too, right? That's obviously like the last thing you want to hear from anybody in the squad, especially when Foss didn't really shut down that idea as much as I was hoping she would. She sidestepped it. I mean, she probably isn't comfortable talking about it that much, so you can't blame her. I'm still on Team Foss all the way, right? But I did really appreciate that. So let's see. You definitely make it at least past Yellow Diamond. You beat the Amethyst, I think. I think you might stop there. I think my only sad thing about Zircon is I only really remember Zircon from the last episode. Like, I had written Zircon's name down beforehand and was, like, aware of Zircon's existence, but my only actual, like, cemented memories of Zircon are in that last episode. Whereas Jade, which is, like, the person that Zircon's trying to be, has been in a lot of episodes, has spat a couple bars. I've, like, every time Jade's on screen, like, it relaxes me a little bit, you know? So I think Zircon can stay there. Padpara, bro. I think Padpara makes it in the Cinnabar tier, in the Great Addition tier, just because Padpara's attitude and immediately like cutting through, like cutting to the core of Foss a bit, right? Being able to like see Foss for like without because like man, all the gyms see the new Foss and they're pogging, but Padpara is just being chilling, straight relaxing, but also able to like casually, in a way that I think Foss was able to be comfortable with, talk about like the things that Foss was going through, right? So I really, really like that from Padpara. It's kind of the question is Cinnabar versus Padpara. Cinnabar versus Padpara. Cinnabar's just been so hoed. I love Cinnabar. I'm just waiting for more Cinnabar action. Surely I can't have Padpara beat Cinnabar when Padpara was on the screen for like 3 minutes. Or like 7 minutes, right? And Cinnabar at least has been around and been like one of the main plot points. I think I'm gonna, you know what? There's one scene that I have in mind. One scene that I think is letting Cinnabar take the cake. It's the scene of her alone in her room, like crumpled up with Sensei talking to her, right? Like that whole montage of like Cinnabar being depressed and like Sensei kind of trying to deal with that. I really liked that because that's just like that like shut in that isolation element, which is like super integral to her character, right? I liked that portrayal a lot, so I think I'm gonna let Cinnabar take the dub there. Bortz. Bortz is interesting. My thing with Bortz, I have the type. There's character genres, character types that I really appreciate, right? Bubbly gremlin, gremlin, I don't know. The list goes on. I won't go into that super hard. And the kind of tsundere, if that's even correct, like I put on a tough front but secretly care about you deep down. That archetype has never really done it for me. No offense or no shame if that's your thing. I mean, respect, just not my thing, right? However, Bortz has spat bars and made moves. Bortz working with a bunch of the different gyms, spreading that knowledge. Bortz caring about Diamond so much, not wanting to see Diamond hurt herself to try to be strong. The whole, like, the distance when they separated, when the monkey dog showed up, and then them coming back together. Like, that whole, like, love growing fonder in separation. I really liked that element. The whole Diamond thing is really interesting. Her being, like, the strongest. Foss showing up, being incredibly strong. And Bortz actually kind of taking it in stride. Like, I really appreciated that, right? Because she just teams up with Bortz. She didn't get anything crazy jealous. She teams up with... Or Bortz teams up with Foss. And then, like... teaches Foss, and it's kind of like tough love, but I don't know, it's very matured. So I like Bortz a lot, is my point here. And for those reasons, I'm putting her right below Morga. No. Dang, this is a great addition to yours kind of a problem right now. Cinnabar. Bortz definitely beats Padpara. I think it's close, though. Padpara just hasn't had enough screen time. I think Bortz stops below Cinnabar, though. Because Cinnabar's themes of isolation and loneliness, I appreciate so much. And the Cinnabar connection to Foss is hype. Especially in that last episode. I still think it's funny that I thought for like 20 seconds that Cinnabar was ratting and was trying to kill the Lunarian that Foss was trying to talk to as like some sort of like deep thing, but no, I was in some kind of mood on that last episode where I was paranoid, okay? I was seeing enemies in everyone. It's just how it is sometimes. It's just that's what the pain and suffering does to me in these kinds of shows. Like you hurt me enough and I'm not going to trust anyone. Yeah. Back to Bortz. Bortz versus Cinnabar. Gonna give it to Cinnabar. Bortz versus Padpara. I like Padpara more. I like Padpara a lot more. However, Bortz, I think, brings enough to the story. Sorry, the Lunarian music just kicked in. That I'm gonna let Bortz take the dub. Because this is like a best character list in terms of how much they add to the story, how much I emotionally invest, etc. Alexandrite. Alexandrite kind of popped off. I think you beat Zircon. You failed to beat Jade. Reason being, the Lunarian obsessed thing wasn't doing it for me, but the red mode, right under like the different lighting condition, but like whenever she got angry, I really liked. And wasn't it based off of losing a specific gym? I'm gonna have to remember that before I dive into anything else, but. Yeah, so I like that, and it's another one of those characters that's like showing like a very human emotion, which I think is tying into the overall themes of the story, right? As opposed to like, a Morga, an Obsidian Sword Maker, a Red Barrel, right? Where I don't think they're hitting that like level yet. Though. What about Zircon and Amethyst and Yellow Diamond, though? Okay, Yellow Diamond, Alexandrite. I think I can give it to... I think I can give it to Alexandrite. I think you can beat the Amethyst. Can you beat Zircon? Zircon just mirrored to young Foss so much. It was like Foss like having a conversation with episode 1 Foss, in a way. Right. So I really liked that from Zircon. I think we're good here. I think I'm gonna give it to Zircon. Diamond, my Diamond beloved. You're adorable. I love you. Surely you're at least in this tier. You beat Padpara. You beat Bortz. I think you beat Cinnabar. You beat Cinnabar. I'm sorry, Cinnabar. Diamond fought the monkey off. Right, the dog. I'll get it right. The dog off by breaking her own limbs. Right. That's the grind set we're looking for. It's also the self-destructive grind set that we're not looking for. Diamond's also part of the reason that Foss went, like, planted some of the seeds that led Foss to where Foss is at, right? And there's a cool parallel there. Insecurity with Bortz. I mean, you're dealing with so many things here, so I really... And she's adorable, and she's cute, and I love her, and she looks pretty. So these are all dubs. She beats Venturi, for sure. Diamond versus Ant Art is tough. I'm gonna make an enemy. I don't know which enemy I'm gonna make, but I'm gonna make an enemy. I think it's Diamond. Reason being, slightly similar to what I was saying about Bortz and her personality type. The Ant Art personality type wasn't like super. It's not like that's not like attuned to my being. It's just Ant Art brought so much to the plot. And had a lot of really solid moments and brought so much to like the world building that I love Ant Art for that. But Diamond with the self-destructive mirror to Foss, I gotta give it to Diamond. Diamond with the freaking horror POV top-down, cover hiding from the dog. I mean, that was incredibly stressful, so I appreciate all that. So I just gotta give it to Diamond. This girl, I'm pretty sure this is... Who is this? Helio, maybe? This is one of the gyms from the flashback when it was Foss getting taught by Sensei. When Foss was really young. And she was, like, peeking out or whatever. the thing though, I don't recognize her. I'm pretty sure she's been captured. That's why I don't recognize her very well. And I recognize this scene of her peering out. Like that's what they were all doing with Foss. I mean, this might even be Foss's shoulder right here, right? And so just for the reason being of us seeing in a flashback a Jim who's now gone, I really, really like that. It's also kind of the Helio color, is it not? We saw Helio in color in episode 1. So for that reason, you're not going in Who Even Are You tier. No, no, no. You're at least... You know what? I'm going to have you be the champion of OK then. I'm going to have you be the champion of OK then. Sensei. Sensei's just so tied to the plot, but I don't know how. Sensei's fascinating in that way. I feel like Sensei he's like a character that his actual I was gonna say his actual character and personality is like lacking, but I don't think that's true actually. Just because of him like wiping Foss's golden tears away and saying that like it's like a malfunction or whatever, you know, him trying to comfort Cinnabar, him truly like caring about these gyms. It feels like I really like that. I really like that. And they all love him too, you know. They do love him. It's because like he is hiding things from them, but they're fine with that because they think they trust him, which makes sense. He's like the mentor. He's like the one that's like the father figure. So it totally like it all makes sense. It's just man, it's crazy that Foss is on that quest for like discovery for herself. Like she's not willing to just sit back. Somebody commented, and I kind of agreed with the take that like, oh, I could have looked at the comments this episode. It's fine. I of course read all the comments. And I do appreciate all the thoughts, especially in like a finale episode, you know. And somebody was saying like that Foss was going for this self-discovery. I think it was in a Discord actually. That Foss was wanting the truth for herself out of a insecurity, and I'm kind of down with that, right? Because like what motivates somebody to want truth? And Foss is, you know, deeply insecure, so for her to just want to take it into her own hands, you know, to like find value for her or find value in herself instead of like putting herself under, I think makes enough sense, and I appreciate it. There's probably some deeper things going on there too, but it's hard to psychoanalyze her because of how much trauma she's gone in through in a short span of time. So she is a mess, and she said it. She said so herself to who was it? Rutile, I think. Yeah, she said so to Rutile when Rutile woke up after the winter, right? Like I'm a bit of a mess, she said. It was just so sad. Sensei. He's at least a great addition. Ooh, does he even beat Padpara? That's the thing, though. It's the same. It's like his actual personality. He's just interesting and spooky. You beat Padpara, you beat Bort. You might lose to Cinnabar. I might have you just beat Cinnabar, but then lose to Venturi. Oh, I low-key think... What about this? What if Cinnabar beats Venturi? I think I'm going to have Cinnabar beat Venturi because the last episode was really good with Cinnabar. And Cinnabar, like the first episode was also really good with Cinnabar. And Cinnabar wanting to be taken to the moon. Those are all fire, you know, character moments. It's just the question then of Sensei versus Cinnabar. I don't know what song this is, but I'm down. Okay. I like Cinnabar more, but I like the plot of the story a lot. And freaking Sensei is essential to the plot of the story. He's just a mystery. He's an enigma. I think I'm going to have Cinnabar win because I don't know enough about Sensei. And so it's hard for me to really like say that he's really pogged out of his gourd when I don't even know what his gourd is very well. Oh, and look at that. There's one character left. Oh, and look at that. Have you noticed the best character tier has been empty because obviously Foss is the best character of the entire show. Foss is my favorite character. She's been my favorite character from the beginning. Think about it. Think about how many times have I said her name leading up to ranking her, right? How many times? Like at least 30, 50, right? Oh, Zircon relates to Foss. That's why I like Zircon so much. Oh, Jade has been there for Foss. That's why I like Jade so much. Oh, Padpara talked to Foss and spat bars to Foss in a really cool and collected way. That's why I like Padpara so much. Oh, Venturi and Aquilitus. Oh, they're talking to Foss and Venturi, Venturi being like real with her and doing good by Foss. That's why I like Venturi so much. Yeah. Oh, Cinnabar's relationship with Foss. Oh, Diamond's reflection of Foss's self-destructive thing. Foss is literally the goat of the entire anime. She's the best character, and I love her with all my heart and soul. And sure, the character moments of her being self-destructive, right? That's probably the hardest emotional hit that the show had for me, was her with the ice flow and with her arms. Her taking, like, hurting herself into her own hands. Really, really impacted me. And was really... I don't know. I've liked how this show has weaved in those darker themes, because it's, and I say this a lot, but whenever a show tries to bring in those themes, like, they can do it really poorly, and it can go really poor really quick, right? Like, if they're just doing it to be edgy, or it's like, oh, like, I need to add stakes to this, like, let's make a character psychopath, or let's make a character suicidal, or, you know, just like throw a bunch of edgy stuff for no reason and just to try to make something spicy. Like, I hate it when shows do that. So for Foss, the development of her has been, like, has made sense, and it's recontextualized her, like, outer, like, cheerful exterior. You know, I think one of my favorite shots of the entire show is that in the last episode when she's, like, walking by the pond, and it's, like, little Foss, like, playing with something, and she's, like, I think she's looking in the reflection and, like, playing with her hair. And then old Foss just walks by, and, like, that contrast is just so sad. But no, yeah, it's my Phosolosolosolovid. She's my favorite character in the entire show. She's been my favorite from the beginning, even when she was annoying and young. Like, I loved how annoying she was, which makes it all the more terribly, terribly sad when she goes through so much and she changes so much, right? Man, it'd be so beautiful if one day she could return to some of that cheer, right? If she could, like see the good that comes from that cheerful attitude, see, like, how much value it brings to, like, me, right? Because what I mean by me is, like, the other gyms, right? In that her being so bright and cheerful brings, like, a life to everything that I think is really, really valuable. And that's what's made me love her so much, and I think that's how the gyms have loved her. As much as they tease her and play with her, I think she's, like, been endeared to most of them in that way, right? And so if she can, like, learn that for herself, like, the value of that, and reintegrate that back in, right? Kind of break out of that apathy that we see in Yellow Diamond that's kind of reflected, and break through and make some progress with, like, all that, like, you know, PTSD trauma from Ant-Art and from the Amethysts and from getting jumped in the ocean and from the ice flow and from getting eaten by a slug. Like, if we could do all those things, then I think we'll, you know, if she can, I don't know. I think her uncovering that cheerfulness again would be a really positive way to do that. I don't think it's in her future, though. I don't think it will be. I just am hopeful, right? My sweet little Foss. Okay, now waifu. Waifu. Best waifu. A phenomenal. Okay, how do we spell phenomenal? Phenomenal. A phenomenal choice. Not bad if I do say so myself. Meh. Get out of here right now. Okay, those are our tiers. So, best waifu, a phenomenal choice. Not bad if I do say so myself. Meh, and get out of here right now. Let's do a little bit of a shuffle. Okay. Something like that. I like that. Okay. This is going to be a lot more surface level because, I mean, they're all gorgeous. They're all gorgeous, right? So, I don't know. But I like a little bit of a bell curve, so we'll see where we end up. Whew. Starting off strong with Alexandrite. You're insane. I'm sorry. She's cool. She sees a single Lunarian and she will stab you to death. Not really, but, like, she a little crazy. She a little bit of a lunatic. I don't know if I'm trying to deal with all that energy, right? You need to know when to play them. You need to know when to hold them, right? I don't know who you are. This girl? I mean, you're cute, so you're not in Get Out of Here right now, but I don't know who you are. Same thing with you. I like, who do I like more between these two? I think I like Green. I like that contemplative look on Green's face. I'm also not a huge fan of that shorter hair. I mean, you're still cute. Like, no offense, but just, not my thing as much. Bortz. I'm sorry. It's just, she is dedicated. One, she's dedicated to Diamond. Not sure if I'm trying to get in the way of that. Two, she's dedicated to the grind set with the work, right? She is, yeah. Three, she's kind of, I feel like, hard to break through, right? Like, she very rarely would show that love for Diamond, even though if we all know it's there. But I appreciate the affection. Bortz, I don't think you can do that very well. If this was best sparring partner, if this was best patrol partner, then Bortz is up there. But sadly, it's not. I think you're Helio. I kind of like you. I like the yellow hair. I like your little nervous peep around the corner. These people are either absolute unknowns or have a literal problem. So I'm gonna let the Helio question mark or whoever you are. I'm gonna let you up a tier. Who's the cuter surface level between these three? Silver's in last. I don't like your weird. What's going on? You have pigtails? I think green beats. Yeah, I'm gonna let green beat. Okay. Obsidian Girl. Kind of like you, Obsidian Girl. Yeah, I think I can work with Obsidian Girl. The little bit we've seen with her, she seems to be kind of cheerful and bubbly, which I appreciate. I like it. Zircon, you're kind of young. Zircon's 350 probably. You're still a little young for my taste. Zircon's got that young, naive personality, though. Right? Definitely not a Met tier. I'm thinking of this tier. Did my music stop? Oh, it did. Okay, we're on Isolation. Start of Isolation. 3, 2, 1, bang. Sorry. The freaking YouTube pause mechanic happened. Okay. I don't know your name. You're cute, though. Ooh, you're happy, though. I'm gonna even put you above Alexandrite. Ooh, you're cute and happy, too. I'm gonna put you. I don't even know your name, but you're going up there. Good job. Look how excited she is to be here. I'm not a huge fan of the green purple. It's just the energy that I'm liking there. This character, though, I like the hair color more, and the energy's good. Now we're cooking with gas. Venturi. Ooh, Isolation's a good track. I recognize it as good. Venturi's kind of super hot. If I just am going to be surface level with it. I mean, they were animating some physics when she was floating around in that water. She also is flesh as opposed to rock, which is a big benefit. I'll calm down, I promise. So I think I'm down with that. I'm not gonna lie, it could be a best waifu. We're gonna just put it in a phenomenal choice for now, though. Cinnabar's tough. Cinnabar for me doesn't have that Bortz issue of temperament that much, because I think Cinnabar, it's not that it's not that her personality is that she doesn't show affection, but rather that she can't show affection, or it's been learned out of her because of her isolationism, right? Or her being isolated from everyone. So it's more of I see her as a victim as opposed to that being a part of her personality. So I can excuse that a lot more. The issue is she literally is poisonous to be around. So that means you can't hold her hand. Okay, we're getting a little weird if I'm talking about holding the hand of an anime character. We're gonna run that back, strike that from the record. But you can't hang out with her. You can't get close to her. That's a problem, is it not? I think realistically, okay? If I was just immune to mercury, it would be a different question. But I'm not supposed to open up a thermostat, right? Don't thermostats have mercury? I'm not supposed to eat that. And mercury, that's what she's. So I mean, it's almost like that. It's not though. I mean, but is it like that? I don't think it is. But it could be. Okay. I'm gonna have you beat Healy. I think I'm gonna have you beat the Not So Bad, if I do say so myself tier. I think you're gonna be the champion of that. Ooh, another good track. Um, yeah. I think you can be the champion because you have a personality that like I enjoy. I do like the trauma. That sounds bad, and it might even be just bad, but I do like that because it means that like there's like a realness with that, right? That I appreciate, and it's like I want to help you, right? I can fix her. That's healthy. Okay, moving on. Red Barrel. Red Barrel is kind of a move. I was just saying Cinnabar's the champion. I don't know. Red Barrel, I think beats. Does Red Barrel really beat Cinnabar? Red Barrel's not poisonous. Red Barrel's not poisonous. Red Barrel's cute. She gives you fashion. She's the top of this tier. It's easy. Rutile. What do I do with you? I don't know. You're gonna experiment on me. Not a huge fan of that. And you're like dignified and like I don't know like secretary kind of energy. You get what I mean? Or just like scientist. Like I don't want secretary's a bit demeaning. My fault. But like that kind of like so professional. That's what I meant by secretary. Like that professional. I don't know. Like I'm not a huge fan of the professional angle. I mean, you're better than like all these bumbos. Oh, let me just make something clear. Sensei has got what it takes. We all saw his muscles, okay, when he was derobing that one time. Nah, sorry. My fault. Not into you, Sensei. Continuing. Rutile. But I mean, Sensei, actually. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, Bortz versus Sensei. I mean, it's gotta be Bortz. Sorry. Listen, devil's advocate. Okay, Rutile. Speak to me. But think about it. If you ever go in a coma, Rutile is going to be there by your side the entire time. There's that loyalty aspect that we saw with Padpara and her. So I kind of like that. I'm going to move you past right below Cinnabar, I think. Cinnabar's poisonous. Sorry, Cinnabar. I love you, girl, but it's not. You're poisonous. You're toxic, just like Britney Spears talked about. Red Barrel versus Retail. Red Barrel takes the win every day of the week. Amethyst. Okay, it is 2 for the price of 1. But you kind of have a stone wall personality type. That's kind of not my style. I think you're in here. 2 for the price of 1 is quite tempting. I'm gonna put you... Man, I think I'm gonna put you right under Obsidian Girl. I don't know enough about Helio or whoever this is, so I'm gonna ignore you. Or like I'm gonna not put you. I'm gonna put Amethyst above. But I like the Obsidian Girl quite a bit. She seemed to have like a very. I like the way she looks. Okay. The Amethysts like aren't they're not quite as aesthetically appealing. Let's say. Let's put it that way. So yeah, let's continue. Ant-Art. Problems with Ant-Art are quite a bit. If it was like Husbando or whatever, like if that was more my style, then he would be way up here. I definitely see Ant-Art as a lot more masculine than the rest of them. And obviously, like none of them really do gender, so it's kind of hard to say. But like in terms of like the energy, and I'm definitely more of a feminine energy kind of guy. When it comes to when it comes to the ingredients that I try to cook with. So in that way, Ant-Art's already like behind, and Ant-Art's got the same voice actor that Killua has, and that feels a little bit weird, Shout out Hunter x Hunter. So that's kind of got me a little messed up. I mean, I'm in my head right now thinking like, okay, Ant-Art versus Amethysts. Man, I mean, does Ant-Art even beat the Amethysts? Ant-Art's got definitely a colder personality, pun intended, right? You beat Zircon, you beat the person I don't know anything about. Amethyst 2 for the price of 1, and Art got bars though. We'll give Ant-Art the the benefit of the doubt. Anart versus Obsidian Sword person. Anart got personality. Anart versus Cinnabar loses to Cinnabar. Definitely loses to Cinnabar. Dental Foss. Phosolosolosolosolite. What do I do with you, sweet, sweet child? Sweet, beautiful, young child. That is... Okay. Whoa, okay. Calm down. Okay, clear that. Mental reset. A sip of the Dr. Pepper. What do I do with Foss? She's at the top and the bottom. Bro, Dr. Pepper just landed on my nose. How did that even happen? She's at the top and the bottom. Foss is so inspiring to me. And so lively and passionate. And those are things that I value more than anything else. However, current Foss is really struggling. But I kind of like that, in a way. And that sounds bad, and that is maybe bad. But it's like I care for her so much. But it's hard to say waifu when it's laced in that much trauma. It starts to feel a little weird. But I'm looking at the list, and I'm checking it twice, and Foss at least is a phenomenal choice. If I don't say. Now I feel bad for Cinnabar. Oh, Cinnabar. Do they sell, like, anti-mercury suits? Cinnabar, can you get more control over your powers? I mean, I'm not a gym. Wow, no, but it'll, like, seep through my skin. Man, Cinnabar got hoed. I'm sorry, Cinnabar. I'm really sorry. It pains me to say this. It really does, but I gotta be realistic with it. Foss versus Venturi. Venture's kind of a hoe. With the whole, like, selling Foss out thing. Like, low-key. It feels a little weird with Foss, though. It just feels weird with Foss. Like, because she goes from being, like, young and naive, and that's kind of a little bit of, like, I'm not trying to deal with that. And then it shifts into, like, being super resolute and, like, determined and kind of depressed. And I'm not, there's parts from both that I like, but on its own, both have their flaws. But she do got those gold arms, though. And I'm sure, okay. She does have the gold arms, though. But Venturi got her seashells. We'll give it to Venturi, I think. Oh, my phone just died. Okay, no more notes, bet. I don't need notes. I have it all memorized. Okay. Aquilitus. Aquilitus is masculine. Same thing with Antart. That was kind of bothering me. Wow, I say... Wait, no. Whoa. Wait, Antart, I have you so high. Wait. Why are you so high, Antart? Go lower. Go at least below Obsidian Girl. You can beat the Amethyst, because the Amethysts are kind of androgynous, like, to me. Yeah. No, you lose to Obsidian Girl, though, because she's cute. Okay, bet. Continuing. Aquilitus versus Bort. I mean, low-key, Aquilitus, I ain't even trying to deal with. Aquilitus is, like, kind of saucy and, like... I almost just said femme fatale, but Aquilitus is definitely a dude as well. Aquilitus might be the bottom. I'm gonna say it. Aquilitus loses to Sensei, bro. Sensei derobing got me feeling just a little bit some type of way, so I'm gonna have to give it to Sensei. I mean... I'm gonna say it. Sensei doesn't deserve to be in Get Out of Here right now. Sensei at least gets to be here. Man, I'm kind of thinking Antart's slipping. Zircon, you're slipping too. You're like some of the issues I have with Foss. Yeah, Zircon, you're too high. I think Bortz. No. I'm tripping if I think Bortz goes any higher. Sorry, Bortz lovers. Zircon was definitely too high there for a second. Amethysts. 2 for the price of 1. Okay. Morga. I like your hair. I like your style. Don't remember much about you. You can lose to the Amethysts. I think that's fair. Losing to the Amethyst is a great privilege. Yeah. Okay. Shy blue hair girl. You're shy? Shy's a plus. I like shy. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Does she really beat Rutile like that? I think she might. Cinnabar, I wish you weren't Mercury covered. That would really help your case. But, I mean, I think shy blue hair girl. I like the blue color. I like the shy. That's all I know about you. I'm kind of not bad if I do say so myself. Blue shy girl versus red barrel? Am I trying to get fat? Nah, red barrel, you're kind of insane. Honestly, red barrel, I like you. You would be too much to handle. The 5th time you try to change my outfit in the same day, you are too much to handle. You beat Ann Art, though, because at least you're very feminine to me, and I like that. Okay. Yuke. Never really popped off with your design much. You're kind of a meh. You beat Alexandrite because your personality, at least, isn't, like, very kind of insane. You beat Zircon because Zircon feels like a little kid in a couple ways. Like, young. Not like that. Calm yourself, but feels immature. You lose to green, yellow, Gingin, Guangua, whoever you are, though. Do you? I think you do. Yellow Diamond, the oldest one on the block. I almost had said something really bad. I'm not even usually most of the times when I say like I almost said something bad, I end up saying what I was about to say. Not this time. Okay, Yellow Diamond. It had to do with her being old. That's all I'll say there. Yellow Diamond. You're kind of apathetic. I kind of like the apathy, though. So, you at least make it above Zircon. You beat Yuke. You beat Yuke because I actually know Yellow Diamond. You make it into this category. Let's do a little bit of movement here, I think. So we get a better bell curve going. Rutile, I don't feel like Rutile deserves to be in this tier, but I feel like Cinnabar does, but Cinnabar is the Mercury, so I feel like she's below Rutile. Cinnabar, why can't you just be normal? Sorry. I know you would want that too. There's nothing wrong with how you are, Cinnabar. Your Mercury can be used for good. Love yourself. Love yourself now! Obsidian versus Cinnabar. Obsidian's really cute. Don't know her well enough. Cinnabar takes the cake. Cinnabar versus Rutile. Cinnabar versus Rutile. I just want to be there with Cinnabar. I just want to help her, but I can't. I'm sorry, Cinnabar, you don't make it. Yellow Diamond, I think, stops there. I think she stops to Obsidian. I like her more than Red Barrel. Red Barrel, I've kind of had a new awakening happen where I realize she's kind of insane. So I'm going to have Yellow Diamond there. Jade. Oh, my Jade, love it. You're at least a phenomenal choice. Because you're dedicated. And you're like... It's kind of the same professional thing from earlier, but you kind of pull it off more. Who was I saying was too professional? Who was I saying that to? I don't even remember. Oh, I was saying that to Rutile, wasn't I? Yeah, I was. And Jade, I like even more. Yeah, Jade. Oh, do you lose to Blue, though? You beat Cinnabar. Sorry, Cinnabar. Mercury diff. Oh, Phos, Blue Girl, and Jade. Those are the questions. So, Phos wins. I know Phos. I don't know Blue. Blue versus Jade. I don't know Blue. Jade. Diamond. Oh, Diamond. Diamond's the best one. Diamond is adorable. She's sweet. She's caring. She's kind of got that self-destructive thing, so that I worry about her and I care about her, right? And so that's like, you know, I feel like, and it's kind of a dark thing to say, but it gives her like a depth. That sounds bad. That kind of is bad. It, you know, whatever though. Yeah, that's just what I'm thinking. She's literally a diamond, right? Like, I don't even have to get her a diamond ring because she's already one. That would be, like, kind of weird to even give her a diamond ring. Well, but her inclusions would take well to it. I'll give her a diamond ring. It already works. I'll just chip a piece of her hair off when she's not looking. See? Hey, she's rich because she's a diamond. Beautiful, sweet, caring, loves Bort, capacity for love. Just so loving, so caring. The best one, easily. A coma patient. What do I do with you? You are a cool cat. You're at least a phenomenal choice. I think you beat Rutile. This blue-haired girl, man, she's just shy. I like the shyness so much. But I feel like I'm going to give it to Padpara. I think Padpara can make it under Jade. I don't know about any farther, though. Let me think. Padpara is a cool cat. Padpara is relaxed. Padpara's in a coma all the time. If I'm going to judge Mercury for having her Mercury issues, then I gotta judge Padpara for having the coma issues. And if you're asleep 9 times out of 10, then you're getting 1/10 of a waifu. Unless you're into the whole Sleeping Beauty thing, and if so, like, ain't my style. So I'm gonna let you beat Obsidian. I think you deserve to be in this tier. I would prefer an always awake but can't get close to you over a most of the time asleep. Rutile, are you too high right now? Let me go top to bottom. Diamond, you're the winner. It's been clear from the start. Ventry, that's all I have to say on that. Foss, I like it. Jade. Jade kind of doesn't deserve to be in 4th. Jade kind of doesn't deserve to be in 4th, but I don't think anyone else can take her spot. Because I don't know Blue Girl enough. Rutile, her personality, little mad scientist for me, little whatever. Cinnabar got the Mercury, Padpara always asleep. I mean, Obsidian mad cute, though. Jade, all you do is try to wake people up and schedule people on work. You're not this high. You're not that good. You're not that Jim. You're not that Jim. I'm gonna let you stay in a phenomenal choice if I was insane. Do you beat Obsidian? Sorry, music. Dang it. I wish I knew more about you, Obsidian girl. You're just cute and you make swords. You're a blacksmith. I like that. But Jade... You know what? We've only seen her when she's on the job. I'm sure if she's off the job, she's a lot more pleasant. But she's a gym. Is she ever really off the job? They do kind of get locked into their things. Point being Red Barrel, point being Alexandrite. This music. Yeah. I think I like this. Okay, this top to bottom it. Diamond, good. Little weird to have blue hair up this much. I just remember she's shy and she's cute. That's kind of my type. I'm into it. For a waifu. We're talking waifu, okay? Okay. Rutile. A little high. Maybe I'm into it, though. I'm gonna let it. I'll play with the idea. You know what, Rutile? Just the way you're looking at me in this photo, I'm gonna give it to you. Cinnabar, wish you weren't covered in mercury. Padpara, wish you weren't always asleep. Jade, maybe you're cool off the job. Hopefully you have another side to you. I'm gonna hold out hope. I'll let it slide. Obsidian, you're cute. Don't know much about you. Yellow Diamond, apathy, kinda like it, not enough. Red Barrel, fashion sense. Eek, too much energy. Calm yourself. And art, too masculine. Amethysts, Morga, pink hair, I guess. Person peering around the corner, you're cute, I just don't know you. This girl, I don't remember you, but you're cute. And then the Met tier, I don't even need to get into. Sensei got them crazy muscles, though. Aquilitus, get out of here right now. I ain't trying to mess with that. Whew. Boom. Easy clap. Okay, well. I think that'll do it for this tier list. The Land of the Lustrous tier list. Of course. So, what is the plan going forward? I'm not immediately jumping into anything Land of the Lustrous. I do, however, want to do manga reactions, or at least just read the manga myself and then maybe give like a review or something. For two shows specifically, this and Girls Last Tour. Girls Last Tour has been on my docket for a long time. Just haven't gone around to dealing with that and trying to figure out the format. And then now with this show, it's like, dang it, now they're doing it to me again, where they have a really fire thing, but it only gets a season and then it's left open. So just for closure's sake, I definitely am going to need to finish this. I just will need to figure out how I want to do that. You know, could be like a streamed thing, could be a freaking whatever thing, whatever. If you're really trying to, if you want to like share ideas, comments, of course, always there. Discord, of course, is a good way to pressure me to actually do it sooner rather than later. If you're trying to yap at me, totally understandable. I'm down with it. Yap away. Or just spam the comments. Do whatever you want, honestly. What am I going to do? Stop you? I'll stop you if I need to. Don't get too comfortable. But yeah, I'll definitely... Sorry. Something happened there. No, come summer. Because right now, it's April, January, February, March, April, May. End of May, or in the next couple of weeks, I'm done with school. Then my schedule is opened up like an oyster. So I'll probably get to it around then, hopefully beginning, middle, summer area. That's the rough plan. So yeah, that's all I really got though for this episode of Tier List Land of the Lustrous. On to the next, of course, whenever the manga thing is, whatever that'll look like. Maybe it'll be a thing, maybe it won't. Either way, it should be exciting. Of course, if you like the video, subscribe. If you're a new, blah, 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 comment down below if you have anything to say, or join in Discord and talk to me or other Land of the Lustrous fans there. But until then, until the next video or series or whatever that you join us for, that's all, guys, for tonight. I'll be seeing you then. Peace.